Good evening, my divine lights, and welcome to Awakening Wednesday. I'm so glad to have you here and knowing that you are blessed in every possible way. What a fantastic day. The sun was out and shining for the past couple of days. We've had some amazing sunshine. Just really makes me feel so good. And tonight we are talking about, the question to you is, what are you feeling today? What are you feeling today? So before we get into that, and then we will end with a meditation. I'm really enjoying the meditations that are coming forward, and I hope you are as well. Welcome to Awakening Wednesday. My name is Gino Walker. I am your divine light of inspiration, and I am blessed and grateful and appreciate this time that we have together on Wednesday, whether you are seeing it in the live moment or after the fact. Universal Spirit Center is a loving, living community that is committed to expanding consciousness here on this planet at this time, and we couldn't do it without you. So really grateful that you're here tonight. As we get going, let me share with you what's happening at Universal Spirit Center. We have a lot of wonderful things that are going on. So let's start off with our history. You know, it's been such a wonderful gift to be able to share our history. Juneteenth, what does Juneteenth stand for? Well, Juneteenth, short for June 19th, marks the day when federal troops arrived in Galveston, Texas in 1865, ensured that all enslaved people were freed. The troops' arrival came 2.5 years after the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation. Juneteenth honors the end of slavery in the United States and is considered the longest-running African-American holiday. On June 17th, 2021, it officially became a federal holiday. And for those of you that are aware, especially in our community, I'm sure you are, we just celebrated Juneteenth on Monday. And I want to say thank you to everyone that got out and participated, either going to either going to Balboa Park. I know that there were some people that went to Balboa Park. I think we had one person that went out to paddle for peace. And also Monday, Juneteenth, the comedy special at the Adams Theater. Really great turnout. We had a few people that came from the center. It was really wonderful. And once again, I wasn't doing comedy. I was there to support the comedians. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful time. So what we have started here, we have a prayer now that follows our history. And I'll do it like I do it on Sunday. I'll read it through, and then we'll read it through together, because it's something when you really hear it and allow it to immerse in your spirit. We are the light bearers of love and forgiveness, vibrating the flames of equality, grace, and peace all over the world. So let's say it together. We are the light bearers of love and forgiveness, vibrating the flames of equality, grace, and peace all over the world. That feels good. Coming up, Reverend Sarah has a book study that she's going to do called The Great Work of Your Life. I'm told it's an amazing book. This class will also be a hybrid class. So for those of you online, be it in San Diego or across the land, that want to participate, that want to be a part of a community, you can come in via Zoom. We have a wonderful setup. It's really wonderful. What a great way to participate in a community and to be active and involved and what? Get your spiritual tools lifted higher. So look out for that. That will start next Thursday, June 29th, for the next five Thursdays. So it's 5 weeks beginning June 29th. It's in person as well as hybrid on Zoom. So we're excited to share this with you. Now, for those of you that know and love and have missed this divine light, Dave Avani is touching land back in San Diego. She will be here August the 4th for an amazing concert, and we want to make sure that we sell this place out. She was your musical director for over 15 or 16 years, so I'm looking forward to seeing all the beautiful faces in the house. She's going to do a beautiful concert, a gathering of friends. That's August 4th, 7 o'clock. We'll have wonderful treats and a beautiful setup for all different types of drinks. So make sure, bring a friend, make sure you bring a friend that brings another friend. Let's get this place sold out because Dave Avani deserves it. And as always, our Divine Sweet Margot. First Saturday with the Angels will take place July 1st at the office. Our office at 3830 Utah Street. So make sure if you have any information, or if you need information, I should say, you go to our webpage, universalspiritcenter.org. You can find out any information about a lot of the things that I've spoken about tonight. And next Thursday, our sweet beloved Toby will be in the house blessing us again. We do this in person and online. Amazing breath work. Come out. It's a wonderful way for self-care for yourself, to take some time to unplug from the world. And last but not least, we are getting ready for Pride. So for those of you that are interested, we're looking for volunteers for Pride. These are some of the pictures from our Pride 2022. It was an amazing time. What an awesome time for us to come together. You can reach out to Reverend Sherry are Reverend Sherry at universalspiritcenter.org. And of course, just going to our webpage, you'll be able to find out more information. So Pride in San Diego is July 15th. We want to have a great float, have some fun, let people know we're in the community, in the neighborhood. And so I hope that you sign up at our Yes table and also online if you want to participate as well. We always have a lot going on here at Universal Spirit Center. So as we get prepared to step into this evening, let us step in with gratitude and thanksgiving. The givingness we give through our tithes, we give through our time, we give through our talent. We are a community that stands in the absolute truth that the abundance of the universe is supporting. And you are a way that that is being transmuted to us. So we ask you to give where you get your substance, where you are fed, tithe back to Universal Spirit Center. It's a wonderful way to participate and also to stand in your own spiritual practice of giving. You can click that QR code. It takes you directly to our PayPal. You can text us. You can do Zelle. And one of the great ways of tithing is to just set up an automatic tithe, to consciously set up a tithe for every week or every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every month. Whatever works for you, it will support you in ways that you just don't even begin to know. Because as you stand in the space of knowing that you are divinely supported and that you have plenty to share and to give, the universe pours it. It just pours it back in. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. We are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. So we recognize in this moment right here that the divine power and presence of God is absolutely at the helm, that everything that we do, every step that we take, every divine breath that we breathe, we are connected to that which is all. And we are vibrating this divine light in every area of our life. We are a frequency of love, abundance, peace, prosperity, joy, overflowing, magnificent love, creativity. We are the face of God. In knowing this, I release this, the divine prayer, into the absolute truth that it is done. And I give thanks and praise right now for all of our blessings, for the storehouse is being fulfilled and being filled back up. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are the face of God. We are family. You are the face of God. You are you are the face of God. Oh, yeah, 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 you are the face. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for all of your tithes, your support, your love. As you know, we always give 10% back out into our community. I appreciate you. Thank you. So tonight we're talking about feelings. What are you feeling today? And this song kind of came up for me with that, recognizing that our feelings are so powerful. I'm shifting into this new paradigm where that is where I want to focus. I want to be aware of my feelings and emotions. So this song came into my spirit, and it's a beautiful song. Okay, it looks like some of my technology is doing a little something different. So maybe we'll hold that off to the end. So, what are you feeling today? As I started really diving into this awareness of feelings, we have them all day long. And a lot of times we try and pretend as though the feelings are not important, or let me turn away from that. If I'm angry, let me move away from that. If I'm embarrassed, let me move along. If my ego is running the show, let me just not pay attention. And so as I am diving into this new paradigm with recognizing that my feelings and my emotions are creating my reality, that before my focus was on trying to bring the reality that was already created, trying to bring what was already in matter and form, trying to bring that to me, trying to create from what has already been created. And as I've really started to embrace this divine understanding that what has already been created, I've already participated in that. And so when I keep focusing on that, I keep bringing that back into my experience. Those feelings keep participating in my life. You know, it's an amazing thing to start to have a shift in your consciousness where you really feel different, where you really are listening to what you are saying and really aware of what you're feeling. So these feelings that we have every day, like today, I was feeling blissful. I was feeling joy. And I took the time to be in divine alignment with that. I took the time to check in to where I was feeling before I did any work today. And I noticed at first that some of the feelings that came up was like, I don't have enough time to do this. I really don't feel like doing this. I wish I didn't have to do it right now. And so what I noticed is when I was in that mindset, what I was creating was hard. I couldn't focus. My mind kept jumping on this or that or that. And then I remembered, oh, wait a minute. I have a new way of practicing living. So I want to recognize, why do I have these feelings? So I went and sat to start to have this internal conversation with myself that I felt that I didn't have enough time. Where does that come from? That comes from shortage thinking, that there's not enough. Doesn't matter if it's finances or time or relationship or health, whatever. that there's not enough. I don't really feel like doing it. Well, I didn't feel like doing it because I was out of alignment with it. I didn't feel any joy in doing the work at that moment. And a lot of times we have our list of things to do. I got to get it done. I got to get it done. I got to get it done. And by the end of the day, we are spent emotionally. We have given off our frequency of hard work, which is an old paradigm. Hard work, gotta get it done, I gotta do it this way. And it's so amazing that those of you that know me know I love Abraham. Now, Abraham has been talking about alignment for years. And I was like, yeah. But I got to get what's outside. I got to bring that to me. I got to make things happen. And finally, for the first time in my life, I'm really understanding that, no, I don't have to try to work from the outside in. That all of that is repetition. It's repeating what I've already created. Now, if it's something that is blowing your socks off, that you are loving, that you like, oh yeah, then absolutely. But more times than not, we're dissatisfied with what's happening in our life. And so the question is, am I satisfied or dissatisfied? And so as I was observing what was coming up for me, that I didn't feel like doing it because I didn't think I was prepared to do it. And I was like, this is a dissatisfying thought. Well, I can't keep having a dissatisfying thought and create joy out of that or bliss. So I said, well, in this space, I'm not going to be able to create what I want. It's going to be a struggle, so why even try to do that? Why not spend the time getting into alignment? And at first, I hear somebody banging on the door outside. At first, the thought was alignment is the most important thing. And so the thought was, well, let me try to get in alignment with doing the work. And I realized that that was a struggle, that I was trying once again to take what was outside and bring it into the inside. Where that is not the action of what is actually taking place. That keeps repeating what I've already done. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted because I hear somebody banging on the door outside. So let me do this. Hold on one second. All right. Wow. Sorry about that. So yeah, you know, we share this space, and so there was a miscommunication of time, and so let's just take a moment and let's breathe through this. Let's just breathe through this. So this is great because this is a real live happening in this moment experience. So my feeling was frustration and irritation. Frustration and irritation. And I could feel that. And in my conversation with them, I was a little brisk. But I recognized, and then I took a breath and said, if you could be as quiet as possible because we are live. And the thought then was, can you move back into a space of alignment? Because in the course of our life, in our day-to-day living, we are going to go through many ebbs and flows. But how long we stay in a lower vibration, we have complete control over that. My mind wants to say that, oh, this is messed up. This is one of the greatest possibilities because it's something happening in the moment, and we are living in a day-to-day moment where our feelings and emotions are happening moment by moment by moment. And so what a great practice. I'm like, this is it. This is the practice. So now the practice becomes, how can I get back into alignment? And for me, the thought was, this is very much a part of what you're sharing. You're talking about being present to your feelings. What are you feeling today? In that moment, I felt frustration, I felt irritation. And then I realized, this is a great gift because I was making something right and something wrong. But what if there was a greater gift that was unfolding? The gift of being able to navigate your emotions and feelings. The gift of being able to recognize what you are feeling moment to moment, and then to make the choice. Those are not satisfying thoughts when I went to that door. But when I turned away, what came forth was like, oh, I have an opportunity to have a satisfying thought. I have an opportunity to get right back into alignment. And this opportunity I get to share with you. How powerful that is. This new paradigm that I am stepping into, that I am fully immersing, I'm feeling so invigorated and powerful because to recognize that I can choose to get into alignment from the very first moment I awaken in my day. Now, we will go through an alignment meditation, and I'm going to focus on this evening, but it could be for the morning. And so I may decide, instead of using nighttime, to use the morning because the sun is always shining. That's an outside conversation that I just had with you. What are you feeling today? Wonderful way to start your day, to begin to recognize, what is it that I'm feeling? What is it that I'm focused on today? And is whatever I'm focused on, is it a satisfying thought? If it's not, then the work begins. If it is a satisfying thought, then the joy of expanding that feeling begins as well. I know I've said this before, but I'm living it, I'm learning it, I'm appreciating it at a much deeper level. Abraham talked about 17 seconds of pure thought. Most of us really don't have pure thought for 17 seconds. But 17 seconds of pure thought is the equivalent to 2,000 hours of work, of manual working. That what you can create in 17 seconds of pure, focused thought is amazing. And so I've been practicing this. I've been in and out of it a little bit. And a week ago, I just got like, okay, let's do this. Let's anchor into this vibrational awareness and recognize that you are a radio frequency sending out signals all day long. Doesn't stop or start when you meditate. It is continuous. And if you are not aware that you are sending out dissatisfying thoughts, then you want to be shocked when it comes back to you. So for some of you, you may know my car, Brown Sugar, died a couple of months ago, actually more about 3 or 4 months ago. And I donated her at a certain point. And so I've been without a car for a while. And for me, that's not like me, not to have transportation. But I moved into a space of appreciation that I was able to get to everywhere I wanted to with ease and grace. And so my alignment was to be in the joy of what was unfolding now. Not to be in anticipation of, I can't wait to my car. When am I going to get a car? How's that going to happen? All of those thoughts were dissatisfying. And so I became aware and in joy and made steps a big part of the celebration of my life. That, I can get 14,000 steps today. I could get 15,000 steps today. I could get 10,000 steps today. I can get wherever I need. And what a joy walking has done. I get to see so many beautiful things that I normally don't notice when I'm driving. So I shifted my awareness and got into the alignment of the joy and the appreciation. And once I did that, then I could appreciate what driving was for me. I appreciated the freedom to go wherever I wanted to, whenever I wanted to. I appreciated that I could get there in a timely fashion. I appreciated just the freedom that I feel from driving. And then it pushed me into being able to ask others. And the universe showed up in enormous ways where there were people that would call and say, hey, Gino, I know you don't have a car. If you need some transportation, you can use my car. I was blown away. It's like, whoa, what? I hope she doesn't mind. I didn't ask before, but my sweet Margot was leading the band with that. She helped me in so many ways. She extended her car to me with such love and grace and joy. But I want to make it clear that I wasn't looking outside for the car. I was in a great sense of peace right where I was at that point and that time. And I got into alignment with it and appreciated that my health was I have great health, so I could walk. We have great transit situations, the bus, the tram, the train, beautiful ways that I could move around with ease and grace and enjoy that time. There was no, when are you going to get a car? When are you going to get a car? And I found when some people would ask, well, Gino, have you gotten your car yet? I said, you may not see it, but I have it. I have my car. There was such a peace about it. And just a few days ago, I woke up at about 3 o'clock in the morning, and my mind said, CarMax. I was like, I went online, and it would appear to be out of the blue, but as I'm really understanding that my alignment was focused on satisfying thoughts. So it doesn't have to be. One of the things that was a block for me before, that I thought I had to have a satisfying thought about something I did not physically have. And that can, most of the time, that actually makes us have more dissatisfied thoughts, because we're trying to get something. If you believe you don't have it, then that has to keep showing up. So I wasn't there. I was in this space of just love and joy and appreciating that, how I could get around, how everything was working together for me. The joy of being able to have the flexibility in my body to walk 15 or 16,000 steps day after day if I chose. And the excitement of that, of seeing how many calories I would burn that day with that. Ooh, that was exciting. Those were satisfying thoughts. And so I woke up 3 or 4 days ago, 3 o'clock in the morning, CarMax. And I went online and I put in what I wanted, and things started popping up, and I saw 3 or 4 cars that I really liked. One of them wasn't at the CarMax Center in Cornea Mesa, but it was close enough for them to ship it. And so I was like, okay, I'll just plan. I'll do it. I had it shipped. Now, prior to that, Nissan was texting me, calling me, emailing me, Subaru, Honda. Because when I would go online and look at cars, then they just, they got your information. And it felt pressured. It felt all kinds of not good. And so I just didn't pay attention to it. So the next morning after I get up, I see CarMax has said, hey, we're shipping your car. And I was like, how do they know that's my car? They said they shipping my car. And I thought it was fun. And on Monday, Juneteenth, I went out to see the car. Instantly. It was so easy. And now, because it was a national holiday, banks were closed, and I didn't know this whole new revelation with the insurance, what has taken place in California. And so the sales rep was trying to explain to me, oh, you probably won't be able to get insurance for 2 weeks, sometimes for 30 days. And I said, oh, and I didn't say anything to him because I was very clear what he was. I said, oh, that has nothing to do with me. That's his conversation. And still in that, I was aware that I was not going to participate in feelings that did not feel good. I wanted to feel good about the entire process of participating with buying this car. And so without having insurance, CarMax would allow you to take the car for 24 hours, but with no insurance, which makes sense. So I said, well, can I just drive it around the block? Can you get with me? And we just drive around the block. He said, oh, we could do that. I said, great. And once he got in the car, he said, well, why don't we get on the freeway with it? I said, that would be fantastic. Love it. Took it on the freeway, just driving so good, enjoying it. And then we get back to do the paperwork. I'm really at a very easy space. And as I said, because the banks, it was a national holiday, it was Juneteenth. Yeah. The banks and insurance places were closed. And in my past world, I would have been all flustered. And I was like, no problem. I said, I'll come out tomorrow and we'll get it done. He's like, are you sure? And I was like, it'll be fine. It was such ease and effortless. And for one moment, we had to redo my contract, and I felt, something's going to go wrong. But I heard it. I heard the feeling that I've asked for something that I'm not going to have. And I said, that's not the truth of who I am, and that's not a satisfying thought. That thought is from the old paradigm, that I've got to work hard to get something, that it's got to be hard in order to have it. And it was so beautiful to recognize it. And I said, what is a satisfying thought? And I didn't even think about the car. I thought about a beautiful rose that I smelled that morning on my walk that was fragrant. You know, a lot of roses don't have a bouquet anymore, but this one was so pungent. It was fantastic. And I could remember the smell. And I thought about, and I saw the bees pollinating. I was like, thank you, bees. How wonderful for all the work you do. And that moment just filled my heart with so much bliss and joy. And I was able to let go. And they called me back and said, oh, I'm sorry. We were looking at something else. Everything is fine. Everything is great. Do you want your car today? I said, absolutely. I look at my car and I love it, and I keep thinking, wow, it's almost as if the car came to me, not I to the car, because my alignment was in the joy, in the absolute bliss of living. And so when I ask, what are you feeling today? Start to recognize those feelings. And if there are ones that are recurring, that are low level, that are dissatisfied, write them down so you can be aware. And then write a counter. One of the greatest things that I can share with you before we go into meditation, when I started to really, as I'm really understanding that I don't have to focus on the thing, be it money, health, weight, car, house, bills. I don't have to focus on that. Now, if you can do it and be in a satisfying thought, be in joy, be in love, be in bliss, that's fantastic. But as you're getting your training wheels, if you can't, focus on anything that brings you joy. Spend time being in alignment before you start your day. This is the song I wanted to sing. This song is peace. One of the things that I had in my spirit was great peace. I did not allow anything to unsettle me, and the joy that I found was amazing. Peace. There's a place that I know where the sycamores grow and daffodils have their way, where the care of the day seems to slowly fade away in the glow of the evening sun. Peace when the day is done. If I go there real late, let my mind meditate on everything to be done. If I search deep inside, let my conscience be my guide in the glow of the evening sun. Peace is for everyone. mind. Let my conscience be the guide. Leave all the worries behind, and the cares of the day will flow away, and your work is done. Freedom for everyone. Freedom. Peace is for everyone. Peace is for everyone. So let us get ready to get into our alignment meditation. We'll do about 10 minutes tonight. Find your perfect chair. Let your body get relaxed. If you want to write down some of the feelings that have come up that maybe are recurring feelings that are dissatisfied feelings, or that feelings that keep you feeling less than, write those down. And if you find feelings that satisfy you, the feelings that bring you joy, if you have one or two or whatever, write those down. So if you want to light an incense and get yourself prepared for this wonderful time together. So as we get ready to step into the divine alignment, recognizing that in this very moment, we are choosing to align ourselves with the joy that is within. Whatever has happened in this day, right now we're going to let all of that go and take this moment to align ourselves with satisfying thoughts. Letting go of having to do anything or make something happen, just to feel and focus on thoughts that feel good. And it could be just one thought. So right now, let's take a deep breath. And as you breathe in, hold that breath. And as you release it, release the day. And recognize that your feelings and emotions are important. That is creating your reality. Take another deep breath in. And release. And that even though your feelings may go up and down, ebb and flow in and out, you are making a conscious choice right now to recognize your feelings. If you're feeling angry, breathe that out. And know that in this moment, you don't have to get to joy, but you can align yourself with, I could feel a little better in a little while. I could. Breathe that in. Breathe out. I could feel a little better. I never stay in this space. I always, my emotions, my feelings always change. Now I'm just choosing to change them with intention. Breathe that in. Hold it. Oh, and breathe it out. In this moment, I'm choosing to intentionally focus on my feelings. I want to be aware if I feel confused or frustrated or worried. I want to write those down so that I can be aware that I will no longer surrender to you. I will take the time to feel better because that is important. Alignment is important. Let's breathe that in. Hold the breath and release. And as you release, you can say out loud, I can do this. This is value. Alignment is worth my time and practice. I can do this. Take a breath in and breathe out. I can feel a little better. And when I feel a little better, I have different thoughts, different feelings. My feelings are the thoughts that are attracting what's coming into my life. Oh, it's so good to take the time to be in alignment. I like feeling good. So even if I don't feel bliss in this moment, I can feel better. I can move up the emotional chain where I can feel a little better, and that is improvement. Yes. Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out. I can do this every day. I can awaken in my morning, in the beginning of my day, and set myself in alignment for the day. Wow. Set myself in alignment for the day. My morning alignment. 10 minutes. And if I find that I struggle between feeling a satisfied thought, dissatisfied thought, I will remember that with practice, all things become easier. Let's breathe that in. Hold it. And release. With practice, all things become easier. I can do this. I choose to do this. I choose to feel better. Breathe in. breathe out. I choose to focus on satisfying thoughts about anything. It could be about nature, the sun, the moon, the stars. It could be about a wonderful book that inspires you, about anything that is a satisfying thought. Take the breath in. Hold. And release. This is the first day of my new beginning. This is the first day of my new beginning, a new paradigm for me to live in. Living from my vibrational space within, taking the time to connect my feelings and vibration in alignment with satisfied thinking and thoughts, in alignment with joy, in alignment with bliss. I can do this. Take the breath in. Release. I am setting an intention, a new intention for my livingness. A new intention for my livingness. I will live from within to without. I will live from my feelings and emotions. I will become aware of what I am feeling and thinking. And when I forget, as it may happen, when I remember, I will take the time to get in alignment with the best thought that I can at that moment. Take the breath in. And release. I believe this is a new way of belief and faith. This is a focused, powerful awareness that through my feelings and thoughts, I am creating my reality. I am a livingness of divine excellence. I choose alignment daily. And no worries if and when I do get out of alignment. It's okay, because contrast is very much a part of growth and expansion. When you know what you don't want, then you can know what you do want. Do not be afraid of contrast. Do not be afraid of the ebb and flow. All of it is here for our divine good. All of it is available. Let's breathe that in. And release. So let's take these last few moments, just breathing in and out, saying out loud or within, I choose to feel better. I can feel better. I do this. I choose to feel better. I can feel better. I can do this. Thank you for spending this time. Thank you for your consciousness, for your love, for your light. You can do this. You can feel better and better and greater and more bliss and divine opulence, total well-being, wealthy, complete, whole, and perfect. You are that. That is the truth of who each and every one of us is. Peace and blessings, my divine, magnificent angels. Until next week, you are divine light.